Over 20,000 people were moved to safer places in three districts of Maharashtra, which witnessed heavy showers for the past 2 days, even as the flood situation in Karnataka worsened, with several areas inundated due to the torrential rains and release of water from major dams. After being battered by torrential rains that triggered one of the worst floods in the recent times and claimed 50 lives, Hyderabad and other parts of Telangana were returning to normalcy with relief measures being stepped up by the government. Noting that the low pressure over south central Maharashtra and South Konkan is likely to move over the Arabian Sea and intensify into a depression in the next 48 hours, the IMD said under influence of this cyclonic circulation, heavy rains are expected over the Ghat areas of Maharashtra, Konkan and South Gujarat during the next 2 days. The Nagpur University, meanwhile, has rescheduled its online final year examination of pharmacy stream that was scheduled on Thursday as several students faced connectivity issue after Vodafone Idea services got affected. This exam will now be held on Friday morning. Subscribers of Vodafone Idea in Maharashtra started facing connectivity issues since Thursday morning as a key site in Pune got flooded after heavy rains. Gilead Sciences Incorporation's Remdesivir had little or no effect on COVID-19 patients' length of hospital stay or chances of survival, a clinical trial by the World Health Organization has found. The antiviral medication, among the first to be issued as a treatment for COVID-19, was one of the drugs recently used to treat US President Donald Trump's coronavirus infection. The results are from WHO Solidarity Trial, which evaluated the effects of 4 potential drug regimens, including remdesivir, hydroxychloroquine, anti-HIV drug combination, lopinavir and ritonavir, and interferon. In 11,266 adult patients across more than 30 countries, this particular trial was conducted. The centre on Thursday offered a truce in the GST compensation matter by agreeing to borrow up to Rs 1.1 lakh crore, the estimated revenue shortfall on account of implementing the goods and service tax. The central government will lend to the states under a special window following months of bitterness over the issue. The decision comes 4 days after the latest GST Council meeting ended in an impasse over the compensation mechanism proposed by the government earlier. Following hours of discussion, the dissenting states had declared that they were open to exploring legal options, including moving to the Supreme Court. In view of the situation, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman made the fresh announcement on Thursday. This is a positive development for many opposition-ruled states like Punjab, West Bengal and Chhattisgarh, which had been nudging the centre to borrow and fulfill the GST compensation commitment to the states. These states and a few more had claimed that it would be easier for the centre to borrow as it would get lower interest rates than the states. Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar has said that he would not wish to predict the outcome of the ongoing discussions between India and China regarding the border dispute at Ladakh. The discussions are going on and it is a work in progress, and the first rule of my business is don't predict what is still going on, the minister said at the Bloomberg India Economic Forum a day after the 7th round of commander-level talks. When pressed to respond on the issue, the minister said, "What is going on is something confidential between us and China, and we will see how it plays out." A resolution to the situation in Ladakh, where India has been pressing for total disengagement, de-escalation and restoration of status quo in all the areas of eastern Ladakh prior to April, has so far proved elusive. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi took a dig at the centre on Friday over IMF's projection that the Indian economy is set to contract by a massive 10.3% this year, saying it was another solid achievement by the government. Rahul Gandhi took a swipe at the government on Twitter by tagging a chart that showed that IMF growth projections for 2020 and 2021 for Bangladesh, Myanmar, Nepal, China, Bhutan, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan and India. The chart showed that the Indian economy is projected to contract by a massive 10.3% this year, the highest contraction among the countries mentioned.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.